Celebrating the 40th Labor Day weekend fireworks show, sponsored by Western and Southern, put on by WEBN.
The show's come a long way since that very first summer blowout, and it promises to be the biggest party along the river yet. Local 12's Bob Herzog and Perry Shively have live team coverage this morning, and Bob is with the first family of fireworks and a beautiful sunrise.
Oh, you guys, I'm telling you what, I'm down on the river, as you say, and I really like being in studio with you guys, of course, all the time. It's what we do, right? But I can't imagine being in a better spot than this. Oh, cue the train right at the exact moment. Beautiful sky there with the Cincinnati skyline in the background. And other than this sunrise, maybe only one thing can make the sky look any better, and that would be when those fireworks go up there. Of course, the Western and Southern WEBN Fireworks are only 2 days away now. And Local 12's Perry Shively is live in Newport with the story of one woman who has been there from the very beginning. Good morning, Perry.
Yeah, good morning to you, Bob. You know, like you said, 2 days away, but I'm here on the Kentucky side of the river, and already about 10 boats tied up behind me, ready to go for that party. I'm going to try to keep my voice at a respectable level because we haven't seen any sign of these folks. They're all sleeping. Well, some of these people, though, they do this every year, but somebody who's been there from the beginning, Nancy Rozzi, president of Rozzi's Famous Fireworks. It started with a phone call and the woman on the other end who answered.
I was sitting in the front office and picked up the phone, and it was he said his name was Frank Wood, and that he was going to have this celebration for 10 years of his radio station.
He wanted a fireworks show set to music.
I remember saying to him, you know, we're really busy right now. Can we really talk after the 4th of July?
That first show in 1977 was so new and unique, there wasn't a lot of hoopla surrounding it. Nancy Rozzi, one of 7 children of Joe Sr. and Jeanette, watched alone on top of barleycorns and then hopped in her car and drove home. Little did she realize that show caused an explosion, and that 39 years later, she'd be preparing for the 40th time.
They probably loaded the truck up probably 2 days before, went down to the river, set the show up. There was no talk. It was racks and time chains and not computers and modules now. That's how we talk. There's a totally different language.
Things have certainly changed, but one thing has always been the same. It's a Rozzi family affair. This year, 5 generations are working on the show.
I think it's, you know, taking pride in what you do, no matter what. And that's kind of what our parents taught us.
It's a lot of hard work, maybe a little luck, and a few prayers.
We put a little prayer somewhere on the barge where nobody can see it, it's just there.
A tradition started by Jeanette, a dynasty she helped build with her husband Joe.
I think he'd be super proud of all of us, I really do.
Today, the Rozzi's Fireworks Show is a rite of passage for hundreds of thousands of people as they say goodbye to summer one more time. And can you imagine just how cool that would be to see that year after year and have a hand in changing up the show and making things new and original? Well, I am told that there is one thing that is very new this year that you're going to want to watch for, but you're going to have to keep your eyes peeled. It comes from the barge. That's all the information I got. That's all I was allowed to say. So you do have that little bit. So during the fireworks show, you want to make sure you're going to keep your eyes peeled for that little thing. And Nancy says she still gets very, very nervous before any show starts. But once that first shell goes off, she relaxes and just hopes that it's as good as she knows it can be. And I'm sure it will be this year. Bob, back to you.
All right, Perry, thank you. And I've had Joe Rozzi down with me here on the barge this morning as well, and he keeps hinting at these surprises to me too, but then he won't really divulge anything else. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen on Sunday.